Well, good morning, everybody. We're here. I'm repairing my tools. So excuse the noise for a quick second here. I'm going to try to repair very quickly so we can move on with our planned activity for the day. It's a lot of stuff. Oh, boy, I'm not... What? What was just hitting me? That's crazy. Anyway, yeah, so today the plan is going to be more gardening, more planting. We made just barely enough here. Well, there's so many things I want to do. Like, I really want to make this, finish this area. Oh, pretty good. I think if I'd been a little bit more on the ball, maybe this will do it. Get it? Did I get it? Let me repair. Ah, I'm so close. No. Anyway. What's still running? This one? So today we're going to be gardening. I'll show you where we're talking, but, well, actually I'll show you eventually here. But first we got to head to, we have to head back to the Boneville bunker because I've got some planting to do to get a bunch of seeds. Man, there's another project I want to do there that we're not going to get to today, but I want to expand the Boneville bunker pretty heavily at some point, but that's not today. So let's head to the Boneville bunker and we'll start there. I need seeds. I'd actually like beetroot and carrot, but I don't think I have, or a beetroot and potato rather, but I'll settle for seeds right now. The Boneville bunker is my main place for wheat, which is thus my main place for all the mud that I require in this world. So, it's great because I can get seeds for the farms, but then also I can save up, I can just stockpile a whole bunch of wheat. So whenever the next time comes that I want to make a mud skyscraper of some sort or whatever, then I'll have just a whole bunch of wheat just sitting around. So that'll be nice. But I do want to expand the Boneville bunker because the Boneville bunker, the idea of that is that's sort of that's the fallback plan. That's if the cow defense in day 20,000 doesn't work, then the Boneville bunker is where the people will go to try to survive. So it's got to be big enough for a lot of people to live. And right now, it honestly, it doesn't really look like a bunker at all. It looks like an AFK farm, which it kind of is, because that's where I can get my bones, my wool, and my, what else? What else? We get a lot of stuff here. Bones, wool, wheat, iron, well, kind of emeralds if you count trading carrots with villagers. But I want to expand this side massively, so it's as big. So this side is as big as that side for crops to feed a lot of people. And then I actually want to build like villager areas where they can live here. And yeah, I don't know. I just think it'd be a fun. Now we're not gonna put villagers because I don't want to mess up the iron farm, and Bedrock still has the absolutely absurd rules as far as how iron farms work. But it's time to harvest this, and this is going to be a mess, so... Goodbye, frames. Goodbye forever. Well, not forever, just for a moment. This is so old school. I love this. I love how old school this is. Look at the water, look at the water effects from, Realism Craft VFX. Look at how the water's splashing up. It's so cool. Love it. And that's probably pretty close to good. Here it comes. And these are all going to drop down to one big unified hopper system. Now, the problem is one thing that I really need to adjust on this is that the hoppers clog up because there's so much wheat and seeds going into them that it fills the 5 spots of a hopper like instantly. So, the problem is that I need to figure out a way to... Probably what I'll do is I'll get do it like an auto crafting situation. Because look, see, there's wheat just on top of the hoppers because they're all full. So after I do that, I have to run along here and pick up all the stuff that doesn't fit in these hoppers, and it takes forever to come down. So what I want to do is I want to plug all these hoppers into like different chests for like holding patterns, even like up here. Even stuff like leaves. I did put a speed beacon because another one of my favorite things about Bedrock is you can look at this. You can plant while sprinting with a speed boost. You might think, well, who cares about that? I can replant this thing twice as fast. Twice as fast as if you couldn't do this. It makes for the replanting procedure so crazy. Now I know I could get like a Java mod that would let you just like one-click plant and harvest whatever, but this is pretty darn fast. I'm missing one andesite block right there. Now that I see it, I can't unsee it. So yeah, the plan is what I want to do is I want to do the same... Hey, what's up, Klautos? I want to do the same exact plan over on the other side for like carrots, potatoes, beetroot, you know, whenever they give us corn. Corn. I don't know why we can't have corn in this game. I grew up, you know, growing up in western Pennsylvania, man. There's cornfields everywhere you look. I'd love another crop. Feels like that'd be an easy add to me, to my, you know, my opinion. I'm shocked that they... I mean, I know they like every crop to have, or every new thing they add to kind of have its own function, but, you know, too tall corn, that'd be nice. Nice to have big giant fields of too high corn, you know? Yeah, I want to get all of this area done. See, so what I'm going to do is I want to put, like, under each of these hoppers, I want to put double chest, and then another row of hoppers that then connects it to autocrafter to autocraft hay, like a sorter to go seeds in one side and hay in the other side. That'd be really nice. Now, I'm going to have to just... It's like... These are just... They just all fill up. They all just... It's slow because they all fill up so fast. So I have to do this, which is not super ideal for this system. Anyway, whatever, it's fine. We're just gonna plant and then take seeds and then go finish our fields. I've made a lot of progress. Last night, I did two 30-minute study breaks last night, and I got quite a lot of progress done on the fields actually. Klautos, how you doing? Any plans for the weekend? Going to see Mudvayne tomorrow night? That sounds like a metal band. Of course I don't know them, because I don't assume that they have a trumpet player, and all of my musical knowledge revolves around if they have a trumpet player or not. But that sounds awesome. Sounds really awesome, actually. I have a regular bar gig tonight, and then tomorrow I'm actually off, and I thought I was going to hang out with my girlfriend tomorrow, but her son came home from college, so she's of course going to hang out with her son. So all of a sudden, I am off on Saturday. No kids, because the kids are going out to see their mom for the weekend. So yeah, so I don't know. I might end up, maybe I'll end up like studying and streaming tomorrow night, since I won't be working. So maybe I'll just like study for an hour, stream for an hour, something like that for a Saturday. There's a midterm that I have to take that I am extremely concerned about. Like, so we have a group, we have a Discord for my online student group, and one of my favorites before the 2000s, never seen them. They split for the opportunity. Oh, no trumpet, but they're basically a trained jazz musician. That's cool. I'm teaching my son jazz. My 10-year-old son, I'm starting to teach him jazz. It's so great. It's so fun just to like do it together. It's so rewarding and just great. And he's showing amazing aptitude. I'll tell you about my son in a minute. But anyway, Yeah, so this midterm I have, though, it's actually in the class that I going into school I was the most interested in. It's childhood language disorders, which honestly that's exactly what I want to do. Like, I mean, that's why I'm doing this whole degree, is for child language disorders, you know, basically, and specific to the autistic population. But that's really what I want to do, and this class has been put together in a way that is not conducive to learning. I'll just say it that way. It's a lot of just teaching yourself out of textbooks almost entirely. And this midterm is like everything from like 25 readings, which are a lot of studies, and the studies are like really medical, you know what I mean? Like, so, you know, I read them, but I kind of skimmed them. Honestly, I'm not going to read every construct of every study. So, anyway, so we'll see what the midterm's like. I'm pretty darn nervous about, but my son, so Claudius, did I tell you about Harrison? I don't think I did. So he, I got him a trumpet for Christmas because he said he wanted to learn. He said he was excited about it, and I gave him the choice of any instrument. And I told him, listen, buddy, you can pick any instrument you want, but I will tell you, if you pick trumpet, I can help you a lot. You know, if you pick a woodwind instrument, like, I can help you some, but you know, I'm not a master woodwind player, you know. So he's like, oh no, I want to play trumpet. So I got him a trumpet, and he took to it really fast. Now I've taught, you know, I'm 49 years old. I've taught a lot of kids in my life, and not just like, I've taught young kids. I've taught a lot of like advanced kids. Usually, generally, I sort of kind of like advanced college kids come to me for like jazz lessons for the most part when I teach now. Like either really advanced high school kids or college, you know, college students come to me for like outside help. Basically, that's kind of the niche that I've fallen into now. I will say that my son is the best student I have ever had at any level. And that would be like, oh, okay, Dad, you're just bragging about your son. Well, he has perfect pitch. And if you don't know what perfect pitch is, you probably do, Klautos, being a musician. But like, so he can just immediately hear and identify any note, right? Like, so that is helpful. But then also he has like like the oral version of like, what do they call it? Like total recall. Like if he learns anything, he can learn it in like, I just tell him, and if he focuses his brain on it, he has it forever, right? So, it's like the oral version of like photographic memory, basically, right? So, so like, for example, in the car ride, we were driving for about an hour probably, and I said, hey, Harrison, I want to teach you something. This is back just a few months ago. And I said, you know, I want to teach you your major keys. So, like, you know how you can play from C to C with no flats and no sharps? And that's a scale? He's like, yeah. And I said, well, if you play from D to D, that's not going to sound the same. And he's like, oh, I know, I did that. It sounded different. It's like, okay, because you have to add sharps or flats to every other note to make it a scale. And I just taught him his 15 major scales. And I told him each one once, and he knows them, like all 15. And I taught him the order of flats and sharps once, and he knows them, right? So, then, just a few months ago, you have perfect pitch too? Holy crap, Glotsos, I didn't know that. So then the next thing, I said, okay, hey buddy, so I want you to, I want to teach you your major chords and then your dominant chords and your minor 7 chords. And I did, and it was like a 15-minute conversation, and he knew all 15 major 7, dominant 7, and minor 7 chords. And now he's like arpeggiating them, and he's in 4th grade, so he's like arpeggiating them, and he's starting to arpeggiate them in different orders, like 3. They're called permutations. So like 3, like a jazz thing you would do instead of like on major. This is so in the woods for anyone who's not a musician, but for like major and dominant, you would go 1, 2, 3, 5 and then you would change the order. It's a permutation method that I teach my advanced college students or professionals. He learned his 1, 2, 3, 5, and now he's learning them in different orders through all 12 keys. And it's just, I've never had anyone who he learns them each permutation in like 3 days fluently. It's really staggering. So I don't want to be like, I'm not like, hey, dad who lives his dreams through his kid, you know, like look, trumpet, jazz, that's my thing. I don't care if he does it or not. If he wants to, that's cool. But he has shown such just really impressive aptitude, like best I've ever taught, that I am pushing him a little bit, because I think he could be not just really good, but he could be like great, and quickly. So yeah, so it's been a real treat. So today, I just a few days ago, I taught him his voicings on 2-5-1s, his voicings on piano. And so he's starting to put those together now, where he can just sit there and play like just 1-7 on the left hand and then 3-5 on the right hand. So he's starting to put those together. So I was listening to him practice piano today, and it's just unbelievable. Well, it's just the harmonic system, right? It's easy if you know that. Like, so you know the harmonic system is like it starts with an octave, and then it goes so like from C1 up to C2. And then up to G2, right? So it goes up a fifth. And then it goes up a fourth, up to C3, right? And then it goes up third. So then you got C, E, G. And then like a minor third, B flat. And then a second, C. And then it's all like seconds and like even half steps above that. So that's like the natural harmonic system of any music, of any sound. So trumpet just brass instruments just utilize that. So every open, or for trombone, like first position, would be your harmonic bass. So for trumpet, C. For trombone, it'd be B flat. So then you go, like for trumpet, it'd be C up to... You can't play the lowest fundamental on trumpet because there's not enough tubing. So you start on like C2, for example. So you go C, G, C, E, G, B flat, a really out of tune B flat, open. All of these are all open because it's just following the harmonic series up. That's pretty much how it works, I get that. Well, you guys and your frets. It's like, oh, you want to play that in all 12 keys? Okay, just slide up. I had a bass player friend of mine who's a really good musician talk to me once about how bass players, how easy it is to play bass because of the whole pattern and fretting thing. Like, you can just play any song in any key. And I was like, I mean, I get it in concept, but I don't get it. You know, started on drums and keys, then bass, now guitar. My youngest wants to start on drums, and after being an elementary school band director for 2 years, way back when I was a younger band, I won't start anyone on drums. And I know there are exceptions that it works great, but in my experience from teaching youngsters drums, my experience is that rhythm is so challenging to learn because it's so abstract without melody. So when I was an elementary school band director for the 2 years that I did it, I wouldn't start anyone. Well, I tried the first year. I started kids on drums, and after about like halfway through the year, I realized that like literally any of my instrumentalists could have gone back to the percussion section and played better than any of the drummers. And I think that's just because rhythm is so abstract without melody. So after 1 year, the second year, I told everyone they couldn't start on drums. They had to do 1 year of either a wind instrument or even bells, but they couldn't start on just percussion. They needed that melodic aspect. And I gotta say, by the end of the year, I had the best percussion section I ever had as elementary of both years. But it was extraordinarily better because of including the melodic aspect, you know? Like, think about this, the way I describe it to parents, because parents were like, hey, why can't our kids start on drums? And I was like, listen, what is this, you know? Right? And some people figure out that's Jingle Bells, but it's really abstract. It's like, it's just a hard rhythm. But if you go, da, 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 everyone of any level of musicianship can sing that rhythm and understand it instantly. So it just makes that abstract concept real, you know. Played marimba with drums. Yeah, that's really, really important, I think, in my opinion. I'm sure that there are pedagogues who will disagree and say there's great ways to start on just drums, but in my anecdotal experience, I did not find that to be true. I can't wait to get done planting this so I can go plant more fields. We are probably going to have to go back to Steelport, though, and get some beetroot and... I don't know, maybe berries, maybe? I'm just trying to think I'm just trying to think of another crop. Adding these big crop fields, man, it's such a big help for world building. It's just like, I was up on top of the airship looking late last night at the difference between how Sandgill looked before adding all these big fields, and it's just amazing. It just feels so much more real. And then I got to add more custom trees, which I've still not... I don't know. I need more time. I want to build smaller trees. I want to build five smaller oak trees, and I want to build birch trees before I start sprinkling them around, so there's enough variety that it doesn't look kind of ridiculous. But I like the 5 trees that I built so far, the medium trees. I just want to go, before I start really doing it, I just want to go with at least five smaller oak trees and at least 5 small birch trees. Okay. One more. Oh, I do want to work on this place. I'm excited to work on this bunker and really make it into like a real fall-up bunker. Like right now, obviously, it's very like Minecrafty. I want to make it into like a, you know, like a proper like looking wartime bunker. I think it'll be really cool, as much as you can in Minecraft anyway. Like I want to get rid of all this andesite walls and like bring in like maybe like, I don't know, maybe like a green concrete walls and make it look very like World War I, because that's around their technological age, right? They're like around World War I technologically now, so make it like a World War I bunker. I think it'd be really cool. My output bitrate, is it low? Someone said that the other day it was low. I don't know how to check that while I'm live. I don't think I can. I don't know how to check it while I'm live, Klautos. I don't know if maybe I can. Hold on. Yeah, it's not letting me click anything while I'm live. I don't think. Yeah, I don't see. I'm still in Streamlabs for streaming. I use OBS for recording. So I'm not sure where it is. Someone else said my bitrate was low, but I have never changed it and didn't used to be a problem. So if it changed, maybe I got an update or something. Stupid updates. I don't know where it is. If there is a way, I don't know where. I'll double check it whenever I'm off stream. Yeah, because it's grainy. Yeah, I wonder if it got reset. Because, I mean, obviously, like, it never used to be an issue. And now 2 people have said that it's grainy. So, I don't know. I hate updates. Updates are always the worst. Well, I have 15 minutes left. We'll make the window really tiny. You know what they need to add to bunkers or to beacons? They need to add hunger regen. That way when you AFK in a beacon, you won't starve. Well, it's the exact same view forever. So there's not that much to change. I'm just looking down and planting wheat. Oh man, I'm tired. I woke up a bunch of times in the middle of the night. It's really annoying. I don't know why. I don't know why. I kind of do. It's probably stress related to this midterm that I have to take. I wasn't even sure if this thing was still going because I hadn't heard an iron golem in a while, but I guess it is. All right, let's finish this and try to get to the fields before I got to wrap up. I have I printed out, or well, not printed. I used Quizlet for studying, which is like index cards that you write yourself, or you can import list whatever on the computer. And I wrote 802 Quizlet cards for this midterm. I'm through 400 of them. I feel really good. Like I know the 400 of them pretty well, so I think I'm ready. But I'm gonna go through the other 400 today and work on this big swallowing project. Let me tell you, we have to look at all these moving X-rays of people of various swallows and rate of the 17 different components of swallow. Rate like what is good, and if it's not good, how bad it is. Then let me tell you, the difference between good and bad is generally pretty obvious, but the difference between level 1 bad and like level 3 bad is really hard to figure out. It is very slight. Oh, good morning, Trail. Trail, is it grainy for you too? Cloudsos was telling me it was grainy. I'm trying to figure out. Maybe my Streamlabs may have gotten an update or something and changed the settings. It's fine? Okay. Well, so the plan is I'm excited to show you the Sango area because it looks so freaking nice with all the fields. So I did not realize that it's like more than 30 minutes to replant this 1 by 1 wheat field. Just to replant, I don't have to harvest, right? It's more than 30 minutes. That's crazy. Imagine if I couldn't use run forward with haste to replant. Imagine how long this would take. Trey, are you off today? Are you off today just to play Minecraft and work on videos and stuff? it'll be, I thought I saw that. It'll be a drag and take a lot of time to expand this on the other side too. But this is the distance where, if you're on simulation distance 4, I measured it out, and right up to the edge of these droppers is the distance between. If you stand right in the middle, everything will grow. So I can do it on, well, I mean, frankly, all 4 sides if I wanted to, and keep everything within simulation distance to grow if I AFK there, which would mean I would be generating crops on, well, one side is the sheep, so I can't do it on one side, but I could do it on the other 3 sides. So I could have 3 of these food towers that are all growing. So I could have technically even more food, but this food is going to be, once people come back, this food is going to be how they feed the entire like world, basically, because of how many people are going to be coming back in the lore. Yeah, I think you're right, Claudius. Okay, we're in the last row. I'll check. I'll check as soon as I'm done streaming. I'll check and see what my output is. Are you serious? Don't even. Oh, I'm out on the last row. The other thing I'm gonna have to think about is refilling up my my shears at some point, because they're all gonna break at some point here soon. Yeah, I need to get an auto sorter for this. Okay, another iron golem. Good. Just keep on spawning there. I need all that iron for shears and for a lot more hoppers for doing reorganizing my storage down here. I think I figured out what automatic sorting system I'm going to go with whenever I redo my storage in Steelport. I don't know if we talked about that. I think we talked about it yesterday. I don't remember. So I'm going to go with half like your redstone typical standard, like with comparators and repeaters storage for like all the bulk items like stone, terracotta, concrete, all that kind of stuff. Like, and then on the other side of the hallway. So one side of the hallway will be all completely automated storage. On the other side of the hallway, it'll be golem sorting for all the individual things like organics, ores, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think we're done. So yeah, and I know golem storage is super duper duper slow, but I worked out a way where I think it'll work and not be too painful. So yeah, so these are the trees that I have. If you haven't seen them in a little while, these are my custom medium oak trees. I think it turned out okay. And then I want to do 5, but these are 32 blocks tall, so I want to do 5 that are like 16 by 16 by, or no, these are 40. Oh, these are 48 blocks. I want to do 5 that are 32 by 32 by 32. And then eventually maybe the bigger size, like the 64 by 64 by 64. I don't know if I ever want to go that big though. The 48s are very large. Like they tower over it. You know, even 2x2 spruce trees, they make those look so puny. Oh, 5 minutes and I have to go back to studying more, and I'm not mentally prepared for it. Another thing I want to do to the Shithari spine is I want to do these outside rows in blue ice, so it's even faster if you're right on the outside, which I always am when I'm driving on the Shithari Spine, because I'm always wanting to hit hit the turnoffs. So I could have blue ice like right here. Oh, I missed it. This is the arc. That's the arc. It's back this way. All right, there we go. Oh, it's so nice to have a terminal here. It feels so different. All right, let's go over here and take a look. I'll show you. Loom textures. The plane's transparent, and yeah, you can't make a solid block transparent in Minecraft. You used to be able to, way back in the olden days. So here's the current progress. Where this used to be is see that this cliff right here where my mouse is, that was the end of my crop. So it was just this one little narrow sliver of field, and now we have all of this area. So I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe up here 5. 5 more fields. So this is what I was working on when I ran out of seeds. Yeah, but it's okay. It's a big, big difference. Then, eventually, the next thing I want to do is I want to start going fields up here. But this is going to be just an insane amount of terraforming to flatten out these areas enough for fields. But right now, there's like nothing. If you go from here all the way down to Valebrook, there's really nothing there, and I want this to be connected with stuff. I don't like there being Minecraft terrain, you know, untouched. I don't like untouched Minecraft terrain. And right over there is going to be Atlantis, but I got to dig underwater, man. Your head's killing you? Boo for that. Yeah, we're gonna put Atlantis right over there. It'll bridge between Gabor and the mainland, like through the ocean. But the problem is the oceans aren't nearly deep enough. So I'm not going to build it like 10 blocks tall. You know, that sucks. So yeah, so that'll be Atlantis. You'll actually get on in Gabor and take the Nautilus, the new underwater mount. You'll take the Nautilus through underwater, through Atlantis, and then you'll come out all the way up here. I'll sort of show you where. Because it kind of lines up with Steelport, and I think it's going to be a really nice sort of addition. I thought about maybe connecting the Shithari Spine up to it. Atlanta, yeah. Go Braves. Yeah, this whole area right here is just, it's perfect for Atlantis, but it's going to be centered around, I can't remember if it's at which island. There's one of these islands. I can't remember. I think it was, I don't remember. Maybe it's this one. I had picked one island. I don't remember which. Where is, oh, maybe it, yeah, I don't remember. Okay, so there's Gabor. So I must have picked, I wanted an island for like a like an entryway, but oh yeah, no, yeah, I remember. This area over here is for Atlantis because it's deeper, so I have to dig less. This deeper section right here, but even that's not nearly deep enough. I mean, not nearly. So I'm just gonna have to dig so much. Oh my goodness, so much underwater digging, and you know, I'll be able to go get, what do they call the beacons? Is it Heart of the Sea, or what do you call those things? What do you call the underwater beacons? I can't remember. I'll be able to get any of those and put them underwater, but even with that, it'll be a lot. It'll be absolutely a lot. Anyway, I think it's going to wrap it up for me today. All right, well, oh, Sid Dragon. Oh, that's really funny. Yeah, well, I'm going to, because I stream 8:30 to 9 a.m. in the mornings, and that's it. So, I might be on tomorrow. Tomorrow could be sort of alternating between streaming and studying, since I don't have a gig and don't have my kids and don't have any other plans. So I might just do like hour on, hour off all day sort of situation. Maybe we'll knock out these fields and be done with it. All right, that's it for me. Off to studying. I'll see you all next. Thanks for hanging out with me. Appreciate it a lot. Okay, bye guys.